Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. With my wife and kids, we run an antique shop in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, filled with some of the most unique items we can find. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
From home, honey.
Another day out at the old homestead, and some exciting things are afoot. The garage door guys are here. Oh, it looks like the other thing that's going on, if you hear that noise, they are blowing the insulation into the garage. See that little tube right there? If you look closely, you kind of see stuff moving through it. That is going up into the attic, and it's gonna, a lot of people were asking, well, how are they gonna insulate the ceiling? That's what they do. They blow in this thermal insulation, kind of like what the picture shows on the side of the truck. And that is nice and full, and it does a great job fireproofing, as well as giving some great insulation factor to the ceiling there. So come over and see what's going on in the garage. I'm gonna peek in this way because then I can stay out of the way for the guys working. But yeah, there goes the insulation. It's looking good. Blue. While the fellow is walking around up in the attic there, getting the insulation put in, the garage doors are going to be installed at some point, I think today, which would be great because then we'll have some heat going on in here other than the hose. A lot of you are asking why there's this wet pool here. Well, the door had been left over Christmas and some snow blew in. Now the door is closed. That will dry itself off. That's not leaking through the door. It was just snow that blew in and froze. But that's a big garage door. It's gonna be so nice to see those in place. Well, let's go upstairs and see what progress they made with the drywall. In the upstairs, well, the bathroom is all drywalled and they've got it all cut out. And I guess last time when I was here, some of you were saying the reason they do the sheet across and cut it out is you get cleaner lines. I did not know that, which I should have known because I spent some time doing drywall when I was a kid, but maybe I wasn't taught right. That was also only just for one summer too, so what do I really know? Jason's room almost done. Looks like they just need a couple more sheets up here. Really, really good progress. And they've been cleaning as they go. They had Drew pads like me, you know, it's nice to have a good clean workspace. The art niche has been cut out and looks like it's gonna be ready before too long to put stuff on. With the lights in place, that'll be a nice little addition. Nice addition in this hallway. Master bedroom. Looks like they've been putting some of the blue board in. It's in any areas where there might be showers or where it could potentially get wet. So they've got the blue board in. Okay, well, progress is happening. Well, I'm gonna come back over the next couple days here and see what they were able to accomplish because they are fiercely working away in there. I don't want to get in the way of the guys. But I bet next time I come back, we'll have garage doors, which will be super exciting. And we'll have an insulated ceiling, an insulated roof. So lots of great stuff going on today. Do you need a hand, honey? I feel like Abigail has just given up. Here. You've discovered the deep snow.
I'm sinking.
Okay, hang on. What? Abigail. It's gonna be deeper down there, you turkey. Let me get both hands on you. You gonna help her up? Well, that didn't go as planned. Okay, So Abigail has learned that the snow next to the road is a little bit on the deep side. And we've come here today. Here, honey, take my hand. We've come here today because they got the garage doors on the house. It's the first major thing that's happened in a while, I guess. Well, I shouldn't say that. They sprayed the insulation in the roof. They've been drywalling, but the doors on, kind of a big deal. Plus, you guys haven't seen the van over there yet either. Yeah, it's full of extra stuff right now, so it's not the prettiest on the inside, but that will change. Dad's gonna get that fixed up, and that'll be our fun family vehicle for hopefully this summer. I'm gonna have to poke my head in first, Jason, because I don't know if we can all go in right now because the guys are working in there. Give me one sec. So we're not gonna go in the house. We are gonna go feed the squirrels in the backyard though, but I want to bring the kids in to have a look at the garage. What do you think?
Looks a lot more done than last time.
Oh yeah. They've got the drywall more or less finished, and I found out the reason they put drywall over the wood pillars was for fire rating, which makes sense. I should have known that. Just because I think something looks good doesn't mean it's actually going to be up to code. You can't have exposed wood in an area that's got open flame heat. But look, we have garage doors now. Can you imagine Mom's car being parked over there? I can. Well, we'll have a little look around here and then we'll go feed the squirrels. Kids are off to go feed squirrels in the backyard. I, on the other hand, am just gazing upon the garage doors. We picked sort of a carriage house style door. It's in white, which should offset the blue trim nicely. And it looks like they've more or less got it ready. Stonework on the corners and right there. And then blue with white trim above. It should look just danderific. Well, let's go see what the kids are up to. The snow in the yard is actually pretty deep. I didn't wear my winter boots, but Jason did, so he's carving the path for me. There he goes. And Dad will following in my son's footsteps. It's probably about a foot and a half deep. Abigail, on the other hand, is looking for her pet squirrel that she's trying to domesticate. Okay, Abigail, you kind of ran out here, but what were you wanting to do?
I was putting food in that little bird feeder.
But is it for the bird? Oh, I hear birds already, but your little pet squirrel's been getting in there too, right?
Yeah, I put a little chunk over there.
Oh, is that for the squirrel right there?
Yeah, but it might get wet.
Yeah, because you were feeding him right on that little log last year, weren't you? Did you name him?
Yeah, his name is Squirrely.
I thought it was Squirrely Carl.
No, that's the one at the white mud thingy.
Oh, so Squirrely Carl is in the city. He's a city squirrel. He's like a cousin of your squirrel.
Yes.
Okay. Do you hear him? I hear birds. He'll come.
Yeah.
I bet next time we hear that thing is hollowed out, because last time it got shelled pretty quick.
I could see his little claw marks in there.
How excited are you, Abigail, to be living out here?
Pretty excited.
But what are you most looking forward to?
I guess my new room and feeding Squirrely.
Feeding Squirrely. Those are two pretty good things. I think I'd be excited too. Well, inside the house, the guys have been very busy getting everything put up. We've got most of the drywall done on the main floor. It's Sunday today, so they're taking the day off. But you get a sense of the shape of the rooms. We've got the pot light and light holes all cut out up on the roof. It's gonna be a nice bright home, which is good. Another couple days and they'll be all done in here. I'll have to come back and see what this all looks like once they get it completely closed in, but it sure is looking nice. While the fellows are off today, the drywallers might not be here, but the siding guys are. They've been working their way around the back of the house. They've got the majority of that wall and this wall done, and they're working around the main floor, and then they are heading up to the second floor. But from the back, it's starting to look very much more complete than it did last time we were out here. I came back today the next day to see the progress that the guys are making. It looks like they got this whole side pretty well done all the way up to the roof. And better yet, they're starting to get some siding put on the front. So exciting stuff happening here. Looks like they've been cleaning up too, that random car tire that was in the garage. Don't know where that came from. Somebody decided to chuck it out. You know, there's a good part of me that thinks that's got a lot of tread on it. Well, I shouldn't be pulling stuff out of the trash, but... Oh, and look, it's Drupad. So Drupad is showing me around the house, and I can see he was jokingly saying that my closet door is going to be bigger than that. It might be motivation for me to keep some weight off if you keep that door that size, though. But they'll cut that out. And that's what they've done with the rest of the doors. The sheets have gone on and they've cut all the openings. The second floor of the home is basically done, with the stairwell drywalled right up to the ceiling. And the temporary railing is gone because very soon, I guess soon, Drupad, the real railing will show up. He's hiding around the corner. So I guess at this stage, they're probably gonna leave the railing off because I guess why put the temporary stuff back on, right?
Yeah, I've asked them to put it back on once they are done, but most of the times these railings will start coming off because the taping guys will be here, it'll be in their way. And soon you'll be getting your permanent railing anyways. So
Have you heard from those guys? Like,
I haven't scheduled with them yet because this part of our build was taking us so long. We were delayed by the cold weather. So now, it's looking very positive. I'm going to go back and schedule some of those trades probably from 2 or 3 weeks from now.
And it is warm in here.
Yes.
I should say it's like proper room temperature in here, in part because we've had the temporary heaters running. But also because of the insulation being in, the drywall being up, and they got the spray insulation in the ceiling yesterday, I think it was.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's noticeably warmer in here. So with the upstairs just about done, I guess it's just main floor and basement, and then they can start taping.
Exactly. So like even they're pretty much done the upper floor, main floor. I think they're planning to finish today, and basement is I think 70% complete as well. So I think our taping crew is scheduled for tomorrow or Wednesday. So yeah, it'll be moving fast from here.
Oh yeah, and then did these guys put the first coat of paint on, or did they just prime it?
No, that's not yet. That's after all the taping is completed. That's when they do their primer. So they'll do the prime, and then we'll do the texture, and then your first stage paint will come after that.
Wow, exciting stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm excited even to look around more, so I'm going to look around downstairs. Well, I've come back in the wee hours of the morning here today to see what progress has happened. And it looks like they've begun the process of taping and mudding, which, although we don't have the furnace of the house turned on, it has been warm enough in here with the temporary outdoor heater. And I guess they're able to get some work done. So all the joints are starting to get tape and mud. So the process is they put the tape down, or put the mud down, lay some tape on top, and then do another skim coat on top of it. And then they'll cover all the screw holes. There's special corners, which are right here. That's what you mud in place on the edges, and they have a metal reinforced edge on it, so if you bump into it, it doesn't take a big chunk of your wall out, because the corners of your wall are oftentimes what sees the hardest living in your home. But I can see they've done a tremendous amount of work from the taping perspective. These guys are gonna get the whole house basically taped, mudded, and primed so that the painters can come in. Let's have a look upstairs. And they've got all the drywall on the lower parts of the stairs. Nothing here, of course, because that's going to be railing. And yeah, they have been busy, busy, busy. I imagine they'll be back today at some point, but they're getting all the tape and the mud put on. The rooms are starting to feel nice and big and open. This is the stage where I start getting excited, because I know that once the paint happens, once the mudding and taping and the paint is done, then you can start seeing stuff like the texture on the ceiling going on. Then the flooring can come in, the baseboards, trim, plugs, everything starts coming together. So this is really starting to feel quite nice. The door is cut out for the walk-in closet in the master bedroom, which is great. They've actually done almost all the mudding through the whole house. Like, it looks like some of the tough corners up there were done. It would have been a little tricky to reach. And they've got all the pieces cut and ready to go probably today to put on the edges. So I would probably say another day or two, and they should probably have it all sanded down and ready and ready to roll. I mean, quite literally ready to roll the paint on. The one thing that is nice about them not having the furnace on is that any dust from the mudding or from the sanding won't work its way through. They've put these sort of screens and catches on all the vents so it doesn't draw too much big stuff into the ductwork and into the heating. But that can be pretty hard on a furnace. So actually, I'm quite glad that they're getting the sanding and the mudding done now without the furnace being on, because it'll just extend the life of our furnace. Speaking of which, I have not been down in the basement to see what progress they've made down there. I'm sure these guys will be happy once there's actual light in here too. I'm relying on the morning daylight and flashlight on the camera. Okay, so we've got this little drywall bit going downstairs. I wonder what we're gonna put here. To me, that seems like a spot for like a plant or something, maybe. I don't know. We'll think of something. Artwork or a plant. Oh, I hear noise down here. Oh, they've got a little temporary heater going. Because it looks like now it's much darker down here, but they are mudding and getting everything all finished up in the basement here, from the looks of things. Maybe the guys are working down here last. I'm going to come out of the basement because it's not the best lighting. Go back up to the main floor. Melissa and the kids have not seen the house in some time, so it's going to look quite different when they see it next. Last time they were here, this was all just open beam and wood, and they hadn't insulated yet. You can see our door. They're kind of leaving the area for the door because they're going to have to put that in later. Laundry room coming along. It'd be nice to have washer, dryer, sink, a little space for a table, like for folding or sorting on. It is nice to have a good sized laundry room, I must say. We do not have a good sized laundry room right now. Okay, so there's a few little temporary heaters in here. Let's see. They were supposed to have installed the garage heater yesterday, and that has not happened yet. How do I know it's not happened yet? Well, it's not up there. So the garage heater is not in yet. Maybe that'll happen today. That would be nice if it did. But the garage, until they get the heater going in here, they can't do any mudding or taping in this space. You can see my breath. It's still bitterly cold, but garage doors are on. Just need them to get the heater hooked up and working in here. We're gonna close the door up. Much progress. So with the weather warming up a bit, which it is again, it's been so up and down. We had rain one day and then minus 30 the next couple days actually. And now it's getting back to, I think it's minus 9 Celsius. It's supposed to be rainy again, possibly later today. It's been wild and crazy weather with the ups and downs. But with the warm weather, hopefully the siding guys can come back and start finishing up the front of the house, which it looks like they were doing just before the cold snap. So I'm sure there'll be another big update coming soon. But I think the favorite part for me is for when my kids get a chance to see what the house looks like and they can really start imagining their future rooms and what things are going to be. But more progress this week. Thank you for watching. I guess the next update will hopefully be that the interior might even be painted. The garage furnace should be in place. Furnace should be working and siding will more or less be done. So the house will be taking some pretty big strides over the next little while. So make sure to tune in for future updates. We'll see you guys all soon. And as always, bye for now.